Welcome back, everyone, to Fuhrreich with the Soviet Union. And this time, yeah, if you remember when we left off last time, we had that we were about to invade China, but since the game decided to be derpy, we actually decided to not do that. Instead, we have the KMT is uniting China instead, so I'm just gonna let them do that and be done with it. Not care about the Far East ever again. My last objective really for this campaign, for this run, is to destroy the Continental Entente. Mainly because destroying the Imperial Protection Alliance would be incredibly annoying. Maybe the United States might be interesting to take care of. We could just invade Cuba or do something really retarded and then attack the United States. Maybe that would be fun. But yeah, in the meantime, as we're preparing that, I have decided to, or rather, as we're waiting for the AI to get prepared for that, I have decided to kind of ruin Argentina and Chile's day, because Bolivia and the Socialist Republic of Peru are fighting them. Bolivia's been an absolute madman this entire game, and so I decided to give them a little bit of a reward, because yeah, their enemies are trying to fight them, and obviously, you know, Argentina and Chile are not weak. Now, Bolivia is also not weak, but, you know, all those people against one, I don't think that's fair. So we are gonna take care of that unfairness right here, sending our tanks over into the shitty terrain. But it's for a good cause. So in the meantime, that the Continental Entente, you know, gets a little bit of time to get their shit together, essentially, to get the Germans doing everything again, to get the French all armed up and ready to go again, to get the Italian miners to do hopefully something. Because if I were to declare war right now on the Entente, which would be relatively easy to do by just demanding the Finnish border regions, this would trigger Sweden to join, and that would trigger the rest of the Continental Entente. It would be pretty easy to do, and we'd win really easily, but I want to make it a little touchy bit more difficult. So yes, in the meantime, I'm just gonna get myself involved in Latin America a little bit, just to make it, you know, a little bit of more of a mess than it already is, because I like it when it's a mess. Alrighty then. Push up my troops to help support, and now we get the full encirclement. Okay, so this is, oh wow, okay, so that they can actually do some stuff. Yeah, we could also send our air force, could we? How many air volunteers? Yes, air volunteers. Cannot create air wing and volunteer airbase, but 160 planes and 160 planes. Yeah, do we want to assign people? Got strategic bombers. Do not need those. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna just assign a couple of air wings down there. Army 1, Army 2, come on. Now let's see if you work, because you seem to be playing the retard game. Yeah, you are a volunteer air wing, so you should be doing everything automatically now, but who knows? Who knows? Okay, so he is moving here. Would that? Yes, it would. So finish him off, and finish him off. Yeah, that allows him to retreat through there. Oh look, Colombia declared war on Venezuela. Who could have thunk it? And yes, so now my Finland invasion force is ready. Make Finland not exist again. I'm gonna trade up everyone to get them back to full organization, full training or whatever. And yeah, just taking the last focuses to finish them off. But yes, as you can see, it's not really all that difficult to destroy these Argentinian pigs, which is very good. Very, very good to see. Gonna make Bolivia complete the Latin American Revolution, which is kind of hilarious. Kind of hilarious indeed. Yeah, is the Air Force really doing anything? Supposedly, it's not really being all that effective. TBH. Not really being all that effective, but oh well. Just gonna slap these Argentinians around a little bit. And make sure that they cannot save their guys. You know, just making a whole mess with just 2 divisions. Fun stuff. Right, so shoot bombers, that's not half bad. Lag free. Everyone's favorite plane in War Thunder. Or at least it used to be back when I played War Thunder. And there goes the Jolly Click. So the KMT government has united all of China. Very good for them. We're just gonna let them be. TBH. No real point in derping about with them. They might at some point go after some of these other cliques, but again, no real use in derping about them. They shouldn't really claim any of my territory. Although historically the Chinese Republic did claim, obviously, Mongolia, which right now they're not doing. And they did, you know, they left the whole issue of Eastern Manchuria be, because this, you know, back in the day, this chunk used to be China too. But the Russians kind of half stole it. Half just got in treaties, so, you know, successive Chinese governments did at times raise the issue of that, but never really to claim it back, more just to say, hey, look, Russia, you're a hypocrite. Because Russia liked to claim that, unlike some of the other, oh, damn it, don't have manpower to deploy my ships. Because Russia kind of sometimes liked to claim that, unlike some of the other powers around, it didn't partake in, you know, the same kind of imperialism or whatever, which is not exactly true. All right, can limited conscript our people. Oh, great. Oh, absolutely great. I actually never reformed my government at all, except for that one guy I switched around, which is quite good. It means that I am right if I don't have to change my mind. Right? Oh, they did get back there. Clay. Alright. Doesn't matter. Because tanks are OP anyway. Oh crap, they seem to have surrounded us. Ah well. Doesn't really matter because their troops can't defeat ours. And this is one of the things that I was going to say. These last few episodes I'm going to kind of ramble on about Fuhrreich and what I think about, you know, the updates that it has received. To be honest, my biggest gripe with the mod is still the fact that the AI is just kind of brain dead, kind of really brain dead, and that it's really difficult to get a challenge. Although this is sometimes something that happens in the entirety of Hearts of Iron 4, Fuhrreich I've seen it more than in some of the other mods that I've played, such as Equestria at War and Kaiserreich. Both of which, in terms of AI, did some pretty remarkable updates and improvements in the last few iterations and the last few updates. So yeah, Fuhrreich is more on the vanilla Hearts of Iron 4 side of things. Although I haven't played actual vanilla Hearts of Iron 4 in like forever, so it's more so, you know, what I used to remember vanilla Hearts of Iron 4 being like. Still though, it's not really good. It's pretty bad distinction, in my opinion at least. So like right now, as you can see, like the AI just does not realize that I'm much stronger than he is. Oh, okay, so this does actually do things. Okay. See, because it didn't really show any effects earlier when I saw, so I just didn't think that they actually did anything. But hey, pretty good. Let's get women working. Make them work. The men work. Why shouldn't women? Oh yeah, right. We still had like Libya. Right. Release Libya, because why the hell not? Let's see what they're called. The People's Libyan Republic, under Hassan as-Sanusi. Probably should not be a Sanusi man leading into charge in Libya, but whatever. Yes. Upgrade the air bases over here. Upgrade the infrastructure. Because we are going to be using this area as a staging ground to fight in the west. It looks like at least the Germans are being relatively, I don't know, relatively, I say, good at building up their stuff. God damn it. I hate this system, by the way, where it cancels if you have less than 0 political power. That just severely angers me. See, you're not getting encircled now. I guess we are going to get encircled. Because our ally is not fast enough. Come on, get there before they can move in the other province thing. Ah, damn it. Oh my god, they seem to seriously enjoy putting divisions there at the worst possible moment. Where are you, Bolivia? Where the fuck are you? Anyway, can you like punch through here? You probably should not be able to, considering it's mountains, but seems like you are able to punch through. Although, well, whether or not we want that is another question altogether. Oh crap. This might be problematic. Okay, whatever. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Looks like we got cucked. Yeah, well. If the Bolivians ever get their act together, we should not really have that many problems in winning this. Of course, I'm not sure how big of an if that is, but fine. Of course, it would be a lot easier if the AI Air Force was a little less derpy, but fine. Do we finally have enough self-propelled artillery to do things? Right, yes we do. And we have enough medium tanks to fill up everything. How nice. So fully 40 width now. Okay, should have recalculated everything. Let's see how many we can build. Quite a few. Quite a few cavalry divisions. How nice, Ironi. Alright, pushing on through. Make sure that we make them know who is the boss. Damn it. Of course they got the helps. Okay, never mind. Overrun happened anyway. Exactly what I wanted to see. Let's see, what do you do, Chile, when I take your capital? Although I probably need to do this first, secure my flanks. Alright, Bolivia's still being a little bit of a derpy derp, but fine. Okay, very nice. So now I can do this, do that, and just, yeah, okay, very good. Okay, there goes Chile. And now Argentina is screwed. Looks like they released the Chile though. Socialist Republic of Chile is around. And our mad dash to the sea should be successful now. Very nice. And now we're just gonna ping pong the Argentinians around as much as possible. Actually, maybe we might just have enough to get to Buenos Aires. Like right now. Konyev can get Panzer Expert, very nice. No, we can't get to Buenos Aires. How sad. Okay, we need to get the port for ourselves. so that we do have the supplies.
Готов подвигаться. Стройсь. Продолжаем атаку.
And now we continue running around.
Давай, давай.
The Argentinians just seem to be keeping divisions in Buenos Aires, you know, on purpose.
Так точно. Идем назад.
Alright, so we
Смирно.
have completely outmaneuvered them.
Смирно.
Yeah, it's much more fun to defeat the AI with just 2 divisions than the rest of the army.
Стройсь.
Alrighty then.
Идем.
So now we can finally finish off these Argentinian dogs.
Продолжаем атаку.
Oh no, they got everything back. How dare they?
Стройсь.
KMT government declares war on Maklik. Okay, so that's exactly what I expected to happen.
Давай, давай. Выходим.
Oh man, I still need to build new factories. We've got 400 factories. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, man. We can definitely build the factories now. Okay.
Так точно. Зададим жару. Так точно. Выходим.
Okay, now we can take Buenos Aires and finish this war.
Выходим.
Very good. Very good, comrade. Very, very good, comrade. I wonder how it will turn out in South America.
Выходим.
We shall see, we shall see.
Выходим.
Okay, seems like this is a bit of a stalemate,
Стройсь.
but once the mountain division reaches the battle, it should be quite the slaughter.
Идем, идем.
Yeah, it looks like their entire army is trying to make a last stand, a bit of a desperate last stand, but it's not going to be enough. Republic of Argentina capitulated. Excellent. Very good, very, very good. So Bolivia's fake AF now, and they control like half of South America as puppets. How great. How absolutely amazing. Venezuela and Colombia fighting it out is relatively funny. Relatively funny. Yeah. Build in Poland so that they become fully integrated in the Soviet Republic. All right, that's my territory. All right. Full employment. All men and women will work. Every adult will have a job. This is the nature of the Union and the nature of the revolution. When employed, the people will remain happy and remain hardworking. Of course. Alright, now we are basically finished with all the decisions. We are also constructing the Palace of the Soviets, which is amazing. We have done all the industrialization stuff. The motherland needs you. Alright, we haven't done the Stavka. Damn it. But yeah. It's kind of sad that you do not get an event about, you know, finishing the construction of the Palace of the Soviets or whatever, but oh well. So yeah, I mean, I do not want to wait like forever to see what the bloody AI can cook up. So I myself think, right?
Так точно.
I myself think that I'll just declare war now and see what happens. So I'm gonna click the button, demand to finish border regions, and I will join you next time with a nice war against the Entente. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for some Finland stomping. Although it seems like Finland is actually, like, you know, has actually built up. So good on them. It might actually be in some way difficult. Great. I'll see you in a bit.